Now I guess that Semillon in Australia is one of the great kind of unsung hero grapes. Certainly doesn't have the fame of Chardonnay or Cabernet Sauvignon or Syrah, for example, but there are a couple of fantastic kind of hot spots for classic Semillon: the Hunter Valley near Sydney and the Barossa Valley near Adelaide, both making terrific wines, fairly understated wines from the great Semillon grape, most famously grown in Bordeaux. But this wine comes from McGuigan Wines, my wine of the week. It is the McGuigan Wines Classic Semillon Blanc 2012 vintage, and it's for sale at £7.99 from both Tesco and Sainsbury's. Now, it doesn't come from one of those two classic regions that I mentioned, the Hunter or Barossa Valleys. It comes from South Australia, so possibly some of the fruit from Barossa, but from around that region. And it's quite typical in many ways, fairly low in alcohol at 12%, a lovely fresh green gold colour, and on the nose, it's all about kind of sparkling, vivid freshness, this of lemon and apple, but really zingy, really zippy freshness to the fruit. Just a hint of something a little bit more kind of rich and almost like lanolin or wool in there too, a little bit of richness. This has had some lees aging on the yeast. And in the mouth, well, a little bit of more exotic, almost pineapple-y fruit comes through, but it retains that kind of fantastic, dazzling freshness, that real lemony core that keeps it very sharp, very dry, very focused too. These wines are very interesting in their youth, just like this. They are very, not quite austere, but they're certainly fairly steely, fairly kind of precise and citrusy, but they do age remarkably well. Even at £8 a bottle, this will cellar for up to a decade, and in that time it will become a little more toasty, it will become a little more honeyed, which is typical again for this style of Semillon. So I really love it for its freshness now. It's quite versatile. It's a great fish and seafood wine with all of that abundant zippy clarity to it. But again, a wine that would also do as an aperitif. This particular one, a little bit more body, a little bit more weight than some. My wine of the week is the McGuigan Classic Semillon Blanc 2012 vintage, for sale at £7.99 in Tesco and Sainsbury's. If you haven't tried Semillon, if you like Sauvignon Blanc, if you like a really fresh style of wine, try this one. I think it's a lovely example. My wine of the week.